Alright everyone, I'm going to bring you in here. Now, as someone who owns a server, I gotta talk to the owner. I'm gonna direct message everybody. Okay, I want everyone to direct their attention over here to the very right where it says with mods. Now, again, this server is split because if you see, there are the islands. Okay, one on top of the other, and there's stars on top of the other. Now, one of them doesn't have mods, and one of them does have mods. Now, here's something that's very annoying, is because the Easter egg mod is for everybody, it registers with a mod. So I have to look into that because I was thinking about splitting my server with mods and without as well. And yeah, I'm not gonna do that because this taught me a lesson. I'm trying to get back, right? And it was downloading the mods again for crossplay, which I don't want. You know, I don't want them yet because I want to do that when we get to Fuglar, that map. So just FYI, yeah, if you're playing on a server like that, be very mindful. If you're playing on a split server like I am, be mindful of this, everyone, because this could, it's not going to mess up your game. You're just going to have the mods. But it's going to start downloading and you're going to end up having to either go to the restart screen, which I didn't have to, but it was just going to start downloading and I didn't want to, so I just went back and uploaded my character again. So that's a bit of a nightmare. If people don't know how to retrieve their character, that can suck. So to how to retrieve your character if it happens and you can't figure out how to get back, if you're playing on a split server like this, all you have to do is go back to where you were. So for me, I went back to Scorched Earth because that was where the pig was, right? So go back there and then it'll bring you up, and don't be afraid, because if it does its job, it should bring you right back up and it should say download character. You click on your character, hit download, bam, you're done. Okay, sometimes though, like me, I got stuck in 2 places at once. So I had to stop, come back, re-download it, and here we are. So let's see if it lets me come in. So you see how it has now a mod? See, that's something to be aware of. So hopefully it does exactly what I'm predicting it might do, because like I said, I had to re-download my character. So fingers crossed that I don't have to retrace my step. Alright, so yeah, it's doing what I thought it's gonna do. So let's see, so we go over here, download. Okay, so see, it's doing it. Alright, so I'm stuck between 2 right now. See how it's not letting me? Alright, so unfortunately, here's what I have to do. I have to back out of the game. So my recording software doesn't like that, so I'll bring you guys back in when I'm uploading back to the game. So I'll be right back. Okay, I might just keep it recording and to see if the software likes it or not. It'll tell me right now if it's not recording, but it seems to be recording. Alright, so again, I got stuck between 2 places, so let's get back. It's recording. Alright, so remember it stopped me a second ago, so I was at Scorch, so let's head back to Scorch. And let's join it up. Yeah, because that's kind of annoying. And it could scare people too. Like, oh my god, I lost my character, my progress. See what I mean? You just have to retrace your step. So now, like I said, if it's doing its job, it'll say, you know, my character. Go ahead and hit it. Go down here to re-download. Okay, everything went back. So you know, like I said, all I have is one bunk bed, 1 base here. So
This
like I said, it's like a reset. Okay, so yeah, I kind of didn't want anyone to see this because you guys are going to see some trophies and these videos aren't coming out. But I'm glad this is happening so everyone knows what to do here. Again, we're supposed to be doing a boss fight. And I'm just trying to get back because I came here to pick up the Daeodon, which is in my inventory. Alright, so as you guys saw, you know, the server crashed and it didn't let me back in. So, uh oh, my little guy is making a noise, so I hope it's not a sandstorm. Alright, so let's, like I said, don't fear, just go back to where you were, okay, and re-downloads. So, and I'll show you right now what I mean about it'll save as well. So the moment you click transfer to a new server, or transfer to another server, if, like I said, if you're playing on a split server, and I'm definitely going to put this in the DM, I'm actually going to clip this and put this whole video in the DM, because this can scare people, and the server I'm playing on, there's a lot of new people to ARC, which is why I'm there, because I've been helping out so many people. Like, I tell everyone, you know, oh, what do you want, you know, for a good pick? And I'll be like, one rock. They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, one rock, one piece of stone. Yeah, they're like, serious? And I'm like, yeah, serious as a heart attack. So, but this is annoying and scary, because if you don't know how to get your character back, yeah, you could lose all your progress, because it's only in that data bank for 13 hours. And I know that personally because I personally tested it. It is 13 hours. So, depending on where you are, that's an entire day. Oh yeah, and by the way, ever since this mod, the Easter egg mod came out, there's been a lot of really cool colored dinos popping up. Alright, so there's a big ass fish swimming over there. Did y'all see that? What the hell's wrong with you? Alright, buddy, let's roll. Alright. Alright, so let's... Alright, so we're gonna transfer. Alright, so again, see, this is what sucks. Here's my split server. Okay? And as you can see, there's duplicates of everything. So, again, I gotta guess, but since I know personally how my servers run and how a split server runs, here's how you can identify the server you were last on. Go by the player count. Okay? So if you look on where my little circle is on, there's 20 out of 32. Okay? So that tells me that doesn't have any mods. So, and if you go all the way up here to right here, this server, same server, it only has 3 people. So that one is with mods. So that's how you can normally tell what your server is on a split server. So let's go ahead and join. See, right there at the very top it said saving and downloading and survivor. So already it's being saved. So let's see if it crashes again. Fingers crossed. Everything's looking good. Okay, let's see if it crashes, because here's where it could crash when you hit spawn. Yeah, it did it again. See, I don't know why it does this. It's quite annoying, but if you don't know how to get your character back, this is how you're gonna have to do it. So unfortunately, it's been doing this, and you can hit download, and let's see if it, there it is. Okay, so it's worked. We're here. So now let's re-download her. Okay, we might get stuck here though, but what I'm gonna have to do though, if it doesn't download, excuse me, we're on this map. So when we come back, because I'm gonna have to probably go all the way out to the face of the screen right now to log out, because it's probably gonna say download, but it won't for some reason. See, see, I'm glad it's doing this so we can cure this problem here, and you guys can get back to where you're at. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna probably have to cancel out of this. Yeah, see, this can scare people right here, because I'll show you when I try to come back right now. I'm doing everything right now to get it to wake up, but normally on a high pop server, and now that there is a mod, which is the Easter egg mod, the bunny mod, it tends to wreck servers that don't have mods. Like you have problems transferring like this. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it running. So let's we have to do it, everyone. So let's exit. Okay, now we're back. Alright, so now here's where here's where it might get scary for you. Okay, it says we were back on this last server, and when we were there, it did say there was 20 people there. That was including us, and now it's 19. So let's go ahead and click it. But we could be timed out on the server. Alright, so this is the one that has no mods, so this is where we need to be. So like I said, go to the most populated one. Yeah, they need to switch that, because that can get scary, okay? And like I said back on Scorched, if that happens, this is how you get your character back. Okay, so now we're gonna re-download her. Okay, now I could just spawn on a sleeping bag, but I don't want to fly all that way. So let's click that, and fingers crossed we don't have to do this again.
The one I've been waiting for?
Which we don't. And let's let everything re-download. Boom, everything's back in my inventory. And we're back. You're back. Nothing lost. Everything in your inventory. So now also too, you gotta be careful, okay, with your cosmetics. Look it. Okay, I'm glad this is all happening. So like I said, it's like a reset. So everything comes right back. It's like if you died. See, look. These right here shouldn't be in my inventory. I left these at Scorched, and I was talking in one of my videos about the GBs, and that I have other ones, and I left them in the box. But this, don't forget to put them back. And another thing too, I'm gonna make a lot more of these. The reason why is because if you die, okay, and I don't want to test this, but I am going to test it with everything that's in my inventory, but I'm going to put those GBs back into these pedestals. This is the only way to save your GB, by the way, is put them in a pedestal. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put those GBs in a pedestal. And yeah, everyone, so don't fear. This is how you get back to where you were. It is scary, but this is how you can come back, and this is how you re-download your character if you don't know how to come back. I'm really glad this happened. So this isn't going to be part of the boss fight. This is just a helpful video to get your character back, and remember, it's not there for forever. Okay, it's only there for 13 hours, so make sure you figure out, retrace your steps. Don't figure it out, just retrace your steps. Go back to where you were. We were on Scorched Earth, because when we left, in one of my videos, I said we need to go to Scorched because that's where the pig was, and the pig's right here now. And yeah, that's how you get back, everyone. So don't fear, okay, especially to all you new players. Don't fear that you lost your character because you went to the wrong one. Okay, so that's how you get back. Alright, everyone, I hope this helps you out, and don't fear. Be safe out there. I'll catch you on the next one.